AD says DME decoded with Henry. Said this is my first super chat. Thank you, my friend. I do appreciate you. Thank you. I provide a service for PI attorneys, private investigation attorneys. Should I only talk about the service? Should I only talk about the service on my YouTube channel? What you mean? Should you only talk about it on your YouTube channel? All right. So this is what you want to do. Um, since this is your first super chat, let me give you a little bit of game. When y'all selling something, or when you're trying to get people to look further into something outside of whatever it is that they would normally look into, you have to give them a reason to buy in. You know what I'm saying? You can't just, one of the biggest mistakes with content marketing and guerrilla marketing and Facebook ads and Instagram ads and all of that stuff is that they just say whatever it is that they want, or they just talk about it, or they think that people are supposed to buy into it. Let me help y'all to understand something. When people buy into something, they are buying into you. They're buying into you. People don't buy products, people buy people. People don't buy products, people buy people. Do you, like, for example, I'll give you an example, right? Why do you think that it's so important for brands to endorse certain athletes? Because people often at times endear themselves to a certain brand based off of the person that they like and that they support, which is another reason why certain people and athletes or people that have endorsements get dropped when they're no longer hot shit. People buy people. The product has to then meet the expectations of whoever it is selling it, because you still want the credibility of the person, right? I have 17,000 bag chasers. The bag chasers got into the bag chasers mostly because of who recommended it, not necessarily just because of the information. The information is awesome. The meetups are great. But also on top of that, I understand that most of the people join the bag chasers because they believe in me. You know what I'm saying? People buy people, they don't buy products. If the person selling the product is not believable, then they're not going to buy into it. There's plenty of people that sell all of the same products. How do you differentiate between the one that you're going to go with? The one that you think is going to be the best for whatever it is that you're looking for, and you need to be able to relate to them. So when you're talking about a product, when you're doing something, you don't want to sell the product, you want to sell yourself. When you want to sell something, don't sell the product, sell you. When you go up to a girl, all right, when you go up to a girl, do you say, "Hey, I could do this for you, I could do that for you. You know what this is?" No, because essentially we're getting into a relationship. Hopefully, you get into something transactional. You want to fuck her, right? And so you don't go up to her and say, "Hey, what do you bring to the table?" You don't do that. This is what I bring to the table. What do you bring to the table? No, you're not selling. You're not selling a product. You're selling you. So you're talking to her. What's going on? Nah, 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 nah. Stop, man. I'm not even tripping off of that because your homegirl was wrong about me. I know that she said that she seen me on the internet, but who I am in real life is completely different than, I'll show you. Don't even worry about it. Hey, what y'all drinking on down there? Listen, I'll be back. Then you go and mingle. You go and mingle. So when you go and mingle, you don't want to just sit there and talk to her for the whole time because you don't need to sell yourself. So what you do is you go off into the crowd and you start to kick it with everybody else and you get real social because you want to show her that you're not paying as much attention to her, but that you hot shit, right? So you go off and you doing stuff and you completely forget about her, right? But she is subconsciously and consciously doing stuff, but she's still keeping an eye on you because she already remember the fact that you didn't ask her for shit. So you introduced yourself, you kicked it, you hugged or whatever, and so you went off and did your own thing. But she's still watching, but she still want to know. And then she's gonna come back and say, "Why are all of these people here for you? Who are you? What are you doing? Why you so popular? Why do everybody like you? Why is everybody coming up to you? Why is everybody hugging you? What is it about you?" And then you, man, I'm not. You downplay that shit because now she's curious, right? Nah, she curious. You're selling you. But you don't have to sell it with, because communication is 90% body language. What you do is 10% of what you say. It's 90% body language. It's 10% of what you say. So when you're moving about and you doing things and you shaking shit up and you don't have to say certain, she paying attention. She know. She looked. She been looking the whole time. She asked somebody, who the fuck is he and why is he what why is everybody checking in for this? So now you already got her. You sold her before you ever came back to her and had a conversation with her. So when you walking around, so when you meet her again and she about to leave at the end of the night and you saying, hey, all right, y'all, I see y'all. Oh, let me, you gonna say, hey, let me walk you out, whatever. What y'all, all right, let me walk you out to your car. I know you gotta wait. So while she's waiting for the valet, you just kick it. Now you just on some cool regular shit because she already know you the man, but you don't have to re-emphasize it to her because you already sold her. So now what you're doing is you just talking like a regular person. I'm relatable, I'm cool, I ain't pressed. She already know that you ain't checked for her the first time and all of that. So now she curious and she gonna say, here, put your number in my phone, or she gonna say, what? And then you just spin her again. You don't even say, hey, here, let me give you my Instagram. But you don't want to, because you want to give her your number, but you don't want to take her number because you want all of the pressure to be on her, right? So what am I telling you? What am I telling you all of this? It's two things. First thing is, if you learn how to operate around women and people, you'll learn how to do sales. If you learn how to operate around women and people, then you'll learn how to do sales because you're learning how to sell you instead of sell a product. That's why I don't have no respect with niggas that get stuff just so they can try to impress women. You understand what I'm saying? When people buy cars to impress women, women can see through that shit. And then they treat them differently because they know that they a simp or they know that they can get some shit out of them. They're not curious about them. They just looking to get some food. If you learn how to operate around women, you'll learn how to control sales. And it'll extend itself into content creation. It'll extend itself into um, corporate America. It'll extend itself into your business, all of that stuff. So I don't pay no attention to niggas when they say, man, this nigga wasn't getting no hoes when he was younger. Okay, I'm cool. I'll take your bitch right now. I will take her right now. What am I doing right now? I'm selling myself and I'm getting people emotional. See, because I don't really care about your bitch. I don't want that fat hoe, but I'm selling myself because I am now getting them more engaged. I'm getting them emotionally invested in whether or not they actually want to hate me or not. Because now I'm in their mind, I'm in their psyche, right? So I don't give a fuck. I ain't never go see this nigga's girl before. He a goddamn avatar. He's a letter. I'm not going. I don't know his real name. I don't know nothing about him. So how can I make a judgment on him? But he's gonna get offended. Why? Because I understand that black people are emotional. And so if you play into black people's emotions, you're able to sell them on being invested in what you do. So they may not necessarily subscribe, but they definitely gonna come back and watch your shit and they're gonna promote it because they're gonna do a reaction video to it. And so it gets them going. Man, that nigga ain't never did no shit like that. And got him. Hook, line, sinker, got that bitch. Got him. Got him all day long. 100%. Got him. Roped him right on in. He don't know it because he emotional. And people that are emotional are the biggest consumers because they buy based off of their emotions. I got him 100%. Man, you's a bitch. You don't think he gonna come back to see if I ever say something about him again? You don't think he gonna come back in order to see whether or not I failed? You don't think he gonna come back in order to talk shit? You don't think that he gonna promote my name on somebody else's podcast when I pop up? When I show up, think about it like this. Here, I'll give y'all some more game. Just because I'm feeling generous today. When I go to a person's live stream, right? Let me tell y'all one of the things that I do. Let's say I pop up on a live stream or something like that, or it's a content creator putting out. And if you notice, I never, ever, ever just chat regular. I don't type in a chat. I don't do any of that stuff. When I pop up, I'm popping up with $500. And I don't say anything about the show or anything like that. I just be like, love. I'll put a heart emoji or I'll say, love the show or something like that. The first thing that happens in the chat is the women go crazy. Man, I need me a man like that, all of that shit, right? So the women go crazy. The niggas then go crazy. Man, this nigga shut the chat down. The person that's live streaming, it don't matter how big the live streamer is, they gonna be like, who the fuck is this motherfucker? Then when they realize it's me, they gonna start talking and they gonna say, oh man, I remember I seen this stuff before, whatever. First of all, it's free promotion. They just promoted my shit to their whole audience, 100%. They promoted my shit to their whole audience. They got 10,000 people watching, 14,000 people watching all of it. They just gave me all of the free promotion. They paid me back 10 times over for anything that I can contribute. And I created an aura, right? I created an aura about myself. This nigga, this nigga just dropped five anywhere he go. This nigga just dropped five anywhere he go. Boy, you know I'm gonna make that five back so fast. You know I'm gonna make that five back so fast. Because first of all, I separated myself from everybody else. The true part of sales is you have to separate yourself and you have to create an aura, but you can't be too aggressive. I ain't gonna say no more. I ain't gonna say no more because I'm already getting your girl wet. Your girl is already wet. She already fucking wet because she want a man to be able to talk to her the way that I'm talking to her. And you keep coming in there trying to tell her what you done already did for her. She don't give a fuck about that. She don't even remember what you did for her. She don't remember what happened yesterday. She want to figure out what it is that can make her feel some type of way right now. She need an emotional connection. That's why women that have emotional connections, they have better sex. Don't even matter how big your dick is. Don't even matter how good your sex game is. If she got an emotional connection, nigga, it's over. You doing, nigga, you over there over pumping. I don't even do nothing, nigga. I just get an emotional connection and then she just be, oh my God, it's so great. I ain't do shit to you. I ain't did shit to you. I don't even like you like that. I don't even like her like that. Real talk. Got an emotional connection with her though. That emotional connection, nigga be you sweating and shit. Like I'm cool as a cucumber. I'm chilling. Acting like I don't even like her. I'll be in there in a minute. Come in 2 hours later. Oh, I fell asleep. But I ain't even talking to her. I'm just pulling her panties down real quick, nigga. Let me stop. Let me stop. I'm giving y'all too much because now y'all feeling some type of way. Now you feeling some type of way because I didn't. I just saved your marriage and you don't even realize it. You mad at me and I saved your marriage. You mad at me and I saved your marriage. What we talking about? This is the most derailed show that I've ever done in my entire life. this is the this is the most derailed show that I've ever. This has to be the most derailed Millionaire Morning show that I've ever had in my entire life. Oh my God. Magnificent game. He says, do you mind clipping this so we can spread the word early and prevent them from winning? Yeah, I'll clip it up. Nichelle says, been thinking about this for a minute. Governors, mayors, and other elected officials should not be able to run for our offices unless they have successfully managed the budget of their existing role. That's the problem with people is that they still get to choose their own leader. Join the Bag Chasers Monday. I opened a brokerage account today looking for growth. Facts. Silver Lion says, I tell people all the time, um, to go take speech and debate classes at a city college to help with talking and sales. If you can win debates, you win in life. No, that's not true. If you can learn how to talk to women, you win at life. Listen to what I'm telling y'all. If you can learn how to move in a room full of women, you can win at life. Fuck the win in a debate. It's Ninja going on the virtual I Choose You Too tour. If you can learn not sending a DM, if you can walk up to a woman and control the room, you can learn how to run the world, bro. I'm trying to tell you, you can do anything, take over anything. Because she just want a person that's gonna pretend to listen to her. That's all she wants. That's all she wants. She just wants somebody that's gonna pretend like she listens to her. You ain't even got to talk to her often. You keep calling her every day. The nigga that get all of the play gonna talk to her once every 2 weeks. I don't even talk on the phone, nigga. I respond in emojis.